Hello and welcome back. Day 17 is here, and today we're going to talk about something that might bring a little bit of emotion, might bring a lot of emotion, and that is letting failures go.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you.
Now, I know that this is a topic that might be really difficult to talk about, but at the same time, it's a really necessary part of moving forward and of growing. And that's what we're here for. That's what my channel is all about, is growing and achieving goals and just feeling really good about ourselves while we do that. And this Thankful for 30 challenge is about appreciating you, being thankful for yourself and all that you've done in this life. And we cannot do that if we are stuck on the failures that we've maybe had in the past and not allowing ourselves to move forward from that. So today, I really just want to encourage you. I don't know what those failures are. I know my own failures. Only you can know yours. And I think that it's something that, number one, we've really got to give ourselves some grace. I know definitely I am someone that is so hard on myself. I am so hard on myself. Like, I always joked with people in college, in high school. I played sports all the way through college, where I was like, the coach can say whatever they want to me. I guarantee you the coach will never say anything as bad to me that I've not said to myself. Like, I am my worst critic, and it's hard. It's hard being in this head sometimes because I will tear myself apart. I remember if I would make a mistake on the court when I played basketball or out in the outfield when I played softball, I would be so mad at myself. Oh my gosh, if I dropped the ball or I threw a turnover or whatever, I would be so angry. And the coach would be like, let's go, let's shake it off, move on. And I would over here still be chewing myself out inside because I'm like, no, I just made such a mistake. And it's but that would ultimately affect my game for the next couple of minutes until I finally learned hey, you have to let that go. Yeah, that sucked. That really sucked. And you made the mistake, but let's work hard so we don't do it again. Because when I would get stuck in this tearing myself apart, I would lose focus on the game around me, and I would end up making more mistakes and more mistakes and more mistakes. And guess what? You make one mistake, coach isn't necessarily going to take you out, but you make one mistake and you keep making more and more mistakes because you're so in your head, you're getting removed from the game. And the last thing that I would want as an athlete playing in the game would be to be removed from the game. So I had to start to learn very quickly, we've got to let that stuff go. That has been something that I have now applied to other areas of my life, and it has been so helpful and crucial in me continuing to move forward. If I let myself get too stuck in what I didn't accomplish, the goals that I didn't achieve, which I've definitely been there and done that even in recent years, I will often hold myself back from achieving anything else. And then when I'm looking back, that's why my monthly vision boards have been so great for me, or over the last year and a half that I've been doing them, because I'm able to see hey, we're not accomplishing things. What's going on? And a lot of times it's because I'm well, I didn't achieve this goal. And so then as humans, we get in our head and we're well, we didn't achieve this goal. So why even bother with this goal? Or obviously I'm not even going to probably make progress. If I couldn't make that goal, if I couldn't achieve that goal, I probably can't achieve any other goal. I've been subbing here recently, and the other day I subbed at middle school and I'm subbed for PE. We were playing a kickball game, and there were two boys that were sitting over on the side, and I was like, guys, what are you sitting over here for? And they're like, well, the other team's winning. And I was like, yeah. And they're like, well, they're better than us. And I was like, not necessarily. And they're like, well, they're winning and there's no way we can come back, so we're just going to sit over here. And I'm like, well, you sitting over here definitely isn't going to help your team anymore. At least if you could be out there, you could be helping them. And they're like, no, it's pointless. And in that moment, I just felt so convicted of that was the mindset I used to have. I used to have the mindset of, well, what's the point? If I'm not going to do well in this, then why even bother with any of these things? But that's such backward thinking. Everyone who achieves goals has failed on their way of achieving those goals. Nobody just only sees success. Nobody has it perfect, does it perfect the entire time. You can ask anyone in your life or that you ever talk to that has seen success or been successful in some area or in multiple areas. You can ask them hey, have you ever failed? I guarantee you they will be like, oh my gosh, yes, I've failed more than I've seen success. If you knew how much I failed, you wouldn't believe that I was here where I am today. But the difference is they don't give up. They keep going and they let stuff go. That is the key piece. Not only are they just aware of yeah, I failed. I had some failures along the way. They're not down about it. Sure, in the moment, I'm sure that they were, but the key piece was letting it go. If they continued to hold on to those things, those failures, they wouldn't have continued trying, let alone seeing success eventually. So that is my challenge for you today. Because guess what? When you can look back on former failures in your life and can see also that you kept going, that you kept trying, that you didn't give up, you know what you're gonna feel? Proud of yourself. And when you feel proud of yourself, you're thankful for all the trials and tribulations that you went through in your life experiences. I know when I look back at my past, I know so much of my past is the reason that I am now as strong-willed and able to handle more and keep going. It's because I've dealt with frustrations and failures before that I'm able to keep going now when those same failures happen again. But if I would have quit on myself back then, there's no way I'd be able to handle the failures now. I know failures are inevitable, and that's another piece that I had to finally just realize, like, you're going to keep failing. You're going to keep trying and failing, but you're going to keep trying again and again and again because our goals are worth it. Our happiness is worth it. We have to keep going, but only we can decide that. And the way that we decide that is by letting go of anything that's happened in the past. For me, the fact that I wanted to start a YouTube channel for 2 years prior to me ever posting my first video, that could have been the thing that held me back, and I never could have started this YouTube channel. But now here we are, over a year in, over 3,000 of you subscribed. I'm so honored that you're here. I'm so honored that you care about what I have to say. But had I given up, had I let 2 years of never posting a YouTube video, that failure, if you will, keep me from finally getting started, I wouldn't be here right now. We wouldn't be on day 17 of a 30-day challenge of videos in a row, 17 videos in a row at this point. I could look back at whatever 365 times 2 is, 2 full years of never posting a video could have held me back. But now, because I let that failure go, I've now posted 17 videos in a row, right? So take that, apply that in your own life, let those failures go, give yourself a little bit of grace, because honestly, some of those failures, they needed to happen so that you could be where you are today. You needed to fail, because had you only seen success when bigger failures or bigger obstacles come up or came up along the way, you wouldn't have been able to handle them. But because you've failed little by little over time, you're able to handle more and more and more. And that's only creating you as a stronger person, and you're going to be so much more likely to achieve those goals that you have for yourself. So I hope that you feel so much better about this. I hope you feel excited to let go of some of those failures. I hope you feel ready to be thankful for all that you've experienced so that you can now move forward and feel really, really proud of yourself as you do it. All right. Thanks so much. We will see you in tomorrow's video. See ya.